Hello, my butterfly beauties, and welcome if you are new. My name is Charlene, and on this channel, we focus on everything BFL, beauty, fragrance, and lifestyle. So if you like my style, why don't you subscribe and you stay a while. In today's video, as you saw in the thumbnail, got my pink bin here, so that means it's empties time. So let's see what items I emptied out during the month of November. All right, so I have my bin in front of me and we're just gonna grab and go. So first things first, that's on top here is this Dove Sensitive Skin Hypoallergenic Body Wash. This is one that I use a lot along with the soap, which y'all saw me empty that soap, the actual bar soap, last empties, I believe. But this is one that I use quite a bit during my testing. Because it's just a basic hypoallergenic soap. It says sensitive skin on it, 24-hour moisture, but it's something that is lightly scented. It's just got a like a clean scent to it, so it's not much of any kind of fragrance at all in there. So when I'm doing testing, I like to use this one so that I don't have to worry about any of the other fragrance notes interacting, so I can do a true test of the fragrance. So emptied out this Dove Sensitive Skin Wash. Another thing that is emptied here is this Giovanni. This is a Tea Tree Triple Thread Invigorating Conditioner. It says it's for all hair types. This definitely gives you a nice tingle on your scalp. It feels very good, and the conditioner is very good. So I would highly recommend this one. This is one that I picked up from Marshall's some time ago, and I just needed to finish it up. I just had like pieces of it sitting there for the longest time. And I'm like, girl, you just need to go ahead and finish that and get it out the way. But it is a good conditioner. But it does have, like it says, that tea tree oil in it, so it does give you that tingling on the scalp. So that's why I didn't go through it as fast as I normally would a typical conditioner, but it was a very good one, especially for my 4A type 4B type hair. So enjoyed that one very much. Another thing in here was the Sephora AHA BHA line that they have at Sephora. You guys heard me go on and on about that facial scrub that I did not appreciate. Still trying to get rid of the scarring that scrub caused on my face. But this one is their smoothing cleanser that went along with that same line. It's okay. This is a one and done. I would not repurchase this. I'm disappointed in this whole line, to be honest. The scrub wasn't that I did not like the scrub at all, this foliator scrub, and it was just okay. So nothing to write home about. It's better AHAs and BHAs out there on the market for, a good price as well. So it's not even that this is a good option for if it's something that's cheaper. To me, it's not worth it. So there's other options that are also cheaper on the market that, is better in comparison to this, in my personal humble opinion. So that's that. This is one of the facial toners that my husband likes to use, the Witch Hazel. It has cucumber in it from that Thayer's brand. This one is okay too. He finished it. I used it a few times. It's okay. So if he decides he wants that again, we'll get it for him. This other toner was one that I've been working on for a while. This was from Dr. Brandt. This brand here. I love a lot of the items from the Dr. Brandt line. But this is the antioxidant spray toner with green and white tea extract. It did the job. I like it okay. I'm not going to run out and repurchase it. If I see it on sale again, I may possibly get it. But right now I'm trying to work myself way through a lot of my other skincare options in my collection. So yeah, I might, repurchase it in the future. But right now You know, I'm not gonna run out and do it. Finished up another one of these Sephora glowing cleansing wipes. You know I love these. That's tried and true. So I ordered several of them at that Sephora haul that I had because I know that I enjoy these. My husband finished up one of these After Dark soaps from Bath and Body Works. He is enjoyed this, so this is that would definitely be something we will repurchase. Another one of my Degree deodorants, the Clinical Protection Need. I told you guys when I was holding my Sephora haul that I had one that I was gonna be finishing up, that it's gonna probably end up being in my empties. And there you go, my Shiseido facial cottons, tried and true, love. Got that done. One of the other things that I finished off was this. I think this is the only thing from this line because I still got a piece of a couple of items from this line. I bought this whole Innocence line. I think I got it from Amazon, doing one of the Amazon Prime sales or something like that. But I wanted to try this brand, and this was the styling gel. This is I Create Hold is what it's called. Yeah, it is one of those gels. You see it. It's tiny little bit way down there that won't come up. But anyways, it is one of those gels. It really does a good job of defining your curls, but it has one of those harder crunches to it. So I think I talked about it a little bit when I did one of my collective hauls or something a while back, not too long ago. But I had got the Eco Styler gel because that was my tried and true gel. I think I got that from Ulta, and it was an Ulta haul. Anyways, I was telling you how I was using another gel, but it had more of a harder consistency to it, and I prefer not that hard of a crunch. That's what this one did. So this is the one I was referencing when I was talking about that one. I like it, but I don't like the hard crunch. But it did a good job of, you know, defining my curls and all that. So that depends on the person. So if you like more of a definition with it having more of a hold to it, that's what it says. I Create Hold. So it's holding the curls in lock. So unless you're going to go through and break the mold with like an oil or something, then that's what it's going to give you. But overall, like the gel, it did what it said it would do. And for that, I appreciate it. Would I repurchase it? Not right at this moment because I'm trying out different things. I want to test out some different things because I want the hold, I want the definition, but I don't want the crunch. So I'm seeing what my options are out there. If you guys know of a brand that does that I may not have tried, drop it down in the comments below. I'll be curious to try it out. So I have what I call, you've seen my hair pattern in other videos. I have, like I said, a 4A, 4B curl pattern and parts of my hair. So if anyone don't know what that is, think of the curls, the different size curls, and it's about the shape of a pencil. So a pencil is the size of most of my curls is about the size of a pencil. So think of a hair wrapping around a pencil, that width of the circle, that's what my curl pattern is. And then other sections is more of a 4B, which is even tighter than that, or just have more of a zigzag type thing instead of making a complete circle. If you know what I mean. That's the type of curl pattern I have. And I have low porosity hair. So, which means it takes a while for water to soak into my hair, but then once it does, then it takes forever for it to dry, unless I dry it with a blow dryer or something. But that's what that means. Going back to my empties, another one. Like I was saying, I was using this because I did a lot of testing during October and November. I also used a lot of my tried and true Nivea essentially enriched body lotions because I wasn't trying to mix too many fragrance things together. I want to do true test of things. I ran through another one of these bottles as well. So that is that. Love it. I already have backups of that. Will continue to always purchase that as long as they continue to make it. Another thing that I finished off was this Belief True Cream Aqua Bomb. This is another one that is my tried and true favorite. This will continue to always be in my collection as one of my go-to moisturizers. I've used this for years, have bought multiples. This is kind of like up there with me in the same family as my Sunday Riley's Good Genes, like one of those skincare options I will continue to always have in my collection. I've put other people onto this moisturizer. If you have oily skin, this is the best moisturizer for oily skin to me, the Aqua Bomb. Now they have a True Cream Moisturizing Balm, which is better for drier skin. And sometimes I will get that one around the winter time because my skin is more normal and then sometimes I'll even have some dry spots in the winter time. But the majority of the year I have more of a oily combination skin. So with that being said, the one that's always on standby is this Belief True Cream Aqua Bomb. That's a close-up of that in case anyone was wondering what the actual name is, but that is that. Tried and true, love it. Will always continue to repurchase that one. Another one that is a tried and true is Pharmacy Green Clean. This is another one of my minis of their makeup melt away balms. So I finished this one. I don't know if this one was a particular scent or not this time. It just got, I think this was the regular original scent, but completed that. Love those. Another cleanser that I finished. This was one also that my husband used mostly, but I used it some. It's the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. I think we have another backup of this one. He has to be careful of what cleansers he used on his face because he has more of sensitive skin on his face. So this one he typically uses more of it. Every now and then I'll grab it. It's okay for me, and I think he loves it because his skin doesn't react anyway to this one. So this one is a good one. Finished up another one of my Precisely My Brows in the shade number 5. It will not roll up anymore, but that is, like I said, it's the number 5 for anyone who's interested. I love this one. This is another staple in my collection. So this is one of the linen and lavender. So not the lavender and vanilla. This is the linen and lavender that was completed. And love this one. Which ones does this say? This one says that it has crisp linen, lavender, sea salt, and fresh air breeze. This was in our bathroom, our master bathroom. So love this one. And then I have another one that's the regular lavender and vanilla. This was part of one of those double packs, and so the other one is in there now going, but this is the first one out of that set that is complete. One of my car things is done. I'm gonna do a video talking about these because there's a lot of misconception about these car things out there and I want to discuss. Another thing that was completed was this Sweet Sandalwood. This is, it says I show up as my authentic self and I shine. This smells so good. It says creamy vanilla, sugarcane, and rich sandalwood. I love this scent. I love this scent so much that I wish this was a body mist. I don't know. Have they ever made this Sweet Sandalwood in a body mist? Because I would get it. It's got that, you know, sandalwood is a creamy, woodsy scent, but this gives you more sweetness and creaminess versus just woods. And I was loving on this one. Every time I would wash my hands, I was like, what is that smell? I forget that because I was thinking that it was another scent in there, and then I realized, oh, that's the hand soap. Just about every time, because this was in my second bathroom, and it smells so good. So this is Sweet Sandalwood. This was a hit for me. Love that. You guys, this was one of my project use it up, use it down things that was, you guys saw this. Yeah, you just saw it in my video that I uploaded, that I told you how I finished this one and that you would see it in my empties. This is the Victoria's Secret's Coconut Milk and Rose that says Feel Calm on it. Love it. Love it. Already got bigger bottle of it. This is gorgeous. This is very, very, very nice. You know, it has coconut in here, and I'm not big on the rose scent, but this is like a powdery rose, but since it's mixed with that coconut, it's like, it's a love for me. So this Victoria's Secret Coconut Milk and Rose, I love this scent. So that is everything I completed during the month of November. We're already into December. You guys, I finished up my year on YouTube. We done circled around to being a year on YouTube. And I have some thoughts. I want to share those thoughts with you guys. So I'll do another video, my year on YouTube journey, what I've learned, you know, and everything along the way, what my plans are for the future. I did put a poll up. So if you're watching this and you want to know, I put a poll up under my post for my subscribers and any of you who continually come back and watch my channel about what would you like to see for the next year. You know, what things perks your interest the most that you would like to see on my channel. So be sure you're putting in your thoughts and putting in your vote on that. Give me your thoughts in the comments if there's any specific type of video you would like to see me do. I would love to hear from you guys, because I created this channel to do something I love, which is discuss beauty, fragrance, and lifestyle, hence why I put that in the name. But I also, you know this is part of building a community. So my butterfly beauties, I want to hear from you. I want to hear, what do you want to see from me? Because I have plans of things I would like to do on the channel, but I would like to hear from you guys on what you want to see on the channel as well. So be sure you're making your voice heard, because I want to hear it. And I want to take this opportunity to tell you thank you again for all the support and all the love that you've shown me over the year, and that you will continue to show me. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.